Hi, this is Sara Levin, the Artful Inker. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today is the Global Stampin' Video Hop. Our theme for the month of April is masculine, and we'll be making this Sailing Home masculine card. So let me set this aside, and we'll get started. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel before looking in the description below for the next video. For today's card, we're going to use the Sailing Home stamp set and this compass stamp right here. I have a piece of crumb cake cardstock and crumb cake ink. And we're just going to stamp a random design. Now, I like that my ink pad is on the dry side so that I get this kind of distressed looking image. And if you would like the same and your ink pad is on the juicier side, then stamp off once or twice to get the depth of color that you would prefer. So next we're going to emboss this with the Coastal Weave 3D embossing folder. That is in the Occasions catalog, and I'll be using my 3D embossing plate, which is also in the Occasions catalog. And I've got a Stampin' Spritzer here filled with alcohol, and I'm going to spritz the back of my cardstock. I'm using alcohol and the back of the cardstock because both of those then are less likely to make this ink run. And if it does bleed a little bit, it will just add to the distressed look feel of the stamped image. So you just want to get it lightly wet and pop it in your embossing folder, and then I'm going to pause a moment, emboss this, and be right back. So I have this stamped embossed piece, and it looks like a piece of woven fabric. We're going to go ahead and adhere some pieces to the card. I've got my Night of Navy base, a piece of Come Sail Away designer paper, a couple pieces of that, and let's layer this up and move it out of the way. So we'll put this piece we just finished at the top. Might have been too much coffee this morning. My hands are a little jittery. You coffee drinkers out there, I'm sure, can relate. Okay, so we're partly done here. Now let's go ahead and layer up our piece for the inside. I've got a narrow strip of Night of Navy, just as a nice little accent piece here for my inside layer. It's an easy way to keep it from just being a white piece of cardstock. And we all have those little pieces that we've cut off of our cardstock. I saved those. Okay, let's set this aside and talk about the next bit. Next, I've got some of the Night of Navy twine from the Country Club combo pack of twine in the Occasions catalog. In that combo pack, you get Night of Navy, Basic Black, Garden Green, and Poppy Parade. So I've already tied some knots, but I thought I would show you how to do that. So let me position this and bring my camera in closer. Okay, and I'm going to slide this down. So I have anchored, this is just for anchoring, and I've anchored it to my silicone craft sheet and my end pieces up here on some tear and tape, just so that this is not going to move around for me and I don't need 6 hands to tie. So we're going to lift up the 2 middle pieces, bring the right hand piece under and over top of the left hand piece. Then we're bringing the left hand piece over and dipping it through and then pulling this up. Now I'm going to stick my finger here to keep those 2 pieces, and then I'm going to leave this space here. Okay, so next we're going to bring the left piece over, cross over with the right, come underneath and tuck up under here, and then pull these together. And this one we're going to close. So I'll do one more. So underneath with the right, come over top with the left, and up and through. Let's anchor this. Whoops, forgot to bring this through, or this will not tie. So let's do that again. No sense confusing everybody. So underneath and over top the left hand piece. So we good so far? Let's adjust this. And then we're going to bring this over the 2 middle pieces and tuck it through. Okay, and then this is where we leave a little gap, and then I'm going to come over top. This one's going to come over underneath the 2 and then back out through this piece. Hold my 2 middle pieces. They've gotten twisted, so let me straighten them. And then we're going to bring this one all the way up. Okay? And that's our little accent piece for the card. So now let's stick down that knotted piece, and I've already added some glue dots here at the end, and we're going to stick our fringe into those. And then let's make sure I'm not twisting this. Okay, so then we'll pull glue dots off of here and stick under the knots, and let me keep grabbing and get another one. Okay, and then let me pick up 2 or 3 here and stick them here. Okay, and there we go. Now I want to trim this excess off the end here. And stick another glue dot down in here to make sure this fringe is going to stay down out of the way. Okay, so next I have my Make a Difference stamp set, and we're going to be using the lowercase cursive letters. And I've got a strip of Night of Navy and my Versamark. Oh, let's make sure that we're rubbing that with the embossing buddy. And stamp. And then we're putting it in the classic label punch for the width. And then again, to cut a little banner end at the top, so make sure that you're straight in there. Okay, and then I'm going to swipe this again since I've been handling it, and let's use our grid paper and kind of line these letters up so that they're at the same height, more or less. Okay, and the same thing, pop it in here, make sure we're centered. Okay, and cut a banner end, and that's just tucking it up here and making sure we're straight. Okay, and then since we used Versamark, we want to add some white Stampin' Emboss powder to both of these. And I've got a pair of tweezers here that I need to use to pull this little piece of scrap out of the way. Okay, sprinkle on both of these, and then give it a flick. Okay, so let me heat emboss those and we'll finish putting the card together. So we've got our embossed sentiment and our card, and we're almost done. I've got a strip of Night of Navy, and I'm using black dimensionals on the back so that they won't scream out at you from underneath, since it's a dark piece of cardstock. And I'm just going to layer this right up next to this piece that we knotted. And then I have cut some additional banner pieces, some from the Come Sail Away designer paper, and then some from Balmy Blue. And these are going to hang off. Oops, almost forgetting, because I do want to add a black mini dimensional on the base of each one of these so that they stay up. Oops. So let's put 2 of these down. A little bit of glue for the top, and we're going to overlap this Balmy Blue And we don't want these in an absolutely tombstoned straight line. Adds a little more interest if they're not completely straight. If that drives you nuts not having them completely straight, then make them completely straight. Okay, one more mini here. And then we're going to do mini top and bottom on our sentiment banners. And while I get these together, this has been Sara Levin, the Artful Inker of theartfulinker.com. And today is the Global Stampin' Video Hop. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel and then look down in the description for the link to the next video, my Stampin' Up store, and today's blog post where you can find measurements for this card. Okay, and there we are. Thanks for stopping by today. Have a great day. Bye.